Hello, second grade. You just finished watching a video about modern art. And in that video, you learned a lot of information. So if you need to watch that video again to maybe better understand what modern art means and what we're going to learn this year, you can go back and watch it. This video is going to be the demonstration and the instructions for our art project. So let's get started. Let's start art. At the end of that video you just watched, I asked you to think about this image. I asked you to think about what emotions the person in this painting is feeling. And maybe you said scared or stressed out or frightened. Those would all be correct answers because we can tell his emotions by the expression on his face. And this painting is a self-portrait of the artist that we were learning about in the video, Courbet. And he titled this painting A Desperate Man. Desperate means to be, to feel hopeless about something or to have a hard time with something. And in his life, and he lived like almost 200 years ago, in his life, he was stressed out about something and he made a picture to show his emotions. It kind of helped him deal with how he was feeling. Right now, you might be feeling really stressed out. We're starting school online. That's new for everybody, including your teachers. We are going through a pandemic right now. That's pretty scary. Maybe you haven't seen your friends in a long time and you're feeling kind of alone. So we're going to make a self-portrait right now that expresses our emotions about how we're feeling about the pandemic or school starting, whatever you are feeling kind of stressed out about. So I'm going to put my inspiration image kind of near my picture so you can look at it while I'm drawing along. I have some tools here. I have a pencil, eraser, pencil sharpener. And since we're making a portrait, I have one of the head tracers that we use in school. Now obviously I can't hand this to you right now because this is on the computer, but I put this here so you can remember what a head shape looks like. It's kind of like an egg that's upside down. It's smaller down here where their chin would be. It's bigger up here where your brain is. So I'm going to keep this nearby so you can kind of look at it. So starting my self-portrait with the head. And it looks like I made a little mistake, so I'm going to erase my line. Now you should use a pencil because you can erase mistakes like I just did. I'm going to use a marker so that you can see what I'm drawing. And I'm going to make my drawing about how I was feeling really lonely when I had to self-isolate in my house. So I'm not going to look exactly like this picture. I'm going to try to make myself look how I felt. I felt kind of sad and lonely. So I'm going to have kind of a frown. And I like to make kind of a shape like this for my nose. This is a line, not a shape, but you can kind of tell that these are my nostrils and that's like the tip of my nose. I'm going to have my eyes closed because if you're feeling sad, you might not have your eyes open. My eyebrows are going to go up. When you add the eyebrows to your picture, it really helps show emotion. I should add some things like ears, hair, my hair got really long because I didn't go get a haircut. So however your hair looks, or if you remember how your hair looked in the past. Maybe you changed your hair since then. So now this is starting to look a little bit more like me. I can tell the emotion is sad. I'm going to add my neck and a shirt. And I was also wearing glasses while I was at home, so I should add those. So add details to help it look like you. I'm going to add some lips. Okay. So after you have your drawing, please fill it in with color. I'm going to make this video a little bit faster so you can watch me color, and it's not going to take 20 minutes. Hi, I just finished my drawing and I'm about to show it to you. I have a few final thoughts. Anyway, I have to finish cleaning up my art supplies. But before I do that, this is my finished picture. You just saw a time-lapse video of me coloring it really quickly. While I was coloring it, I was watching the video on the screen, and it was really hard to see the colors correctly. So you can see how my skin, maybe it appeared like bright white on the camera, but on my regular camera right now, it looks correct. The colors look correct. So it's really important right now, especially, but it's always important to color well and to color dark. So I'm putting this pretty close to the camera, this little index card that I colored. I colored the bottom part with the same color orange as I did on the top. I just pressed harder and made sure that color was really vibrant. Because if I pull this back, you can't see this color very well. So color dark, that means press hard. And another thing, I was using colored pencils. Maybe you want to use crayons, maybe you want to use markers. Color the whole picture, and you can blend colors together. I colored brown and yellow for my hair to make it look kind of blonde because I don't have bright blonde hair. I have kind of a dark blonde hair. Choose your details wisely. So I chose the colors for my skin and hair because that's what they look like kind of in real life. And I chose an expression that shows how I was feeling during quarantine. I was feeling kind of sad and lonely. So you're creating a picture of yourself that is expressing an emotion that you felt when you were maybe feeling kind of hopeless or scared or upset. So something during quarantine. And then save this picture. We will talk about this during our Zoom. And Miss Smith was interested in looking at these pictures for SEL. So save this for art class and for SEL.